Thank you, Michael. We're having a little technical difficulty here, but I'm delighted to be with you. Shalom to you all. Erev Tov from Washington. Let me first join you in wishing Refuah Shlema to the great Eli Wiesel, and to say that I'm delighted to be speaking to you this evening from Washington. Who can forget their first visit to Israel? I can't. It's almost frightening for me to admit it now, about 40 years ago. But I'll never forget that moment, walking down that street and seeing the cab drivers, the policemen directing traffic, the young soldiers, men and women, and thinking they're all part of my people, of our people. Of seeing the signs in Hebrew, listening to the Israeli rock music. What an extraordinary event. It's really been one of the most memorable moments of my entire life. Israel back then was going through a very hard time. We were at war with Egypt, with Jordan. We faced not only a very hostile Arab world, but the Soviet Union and allied countries whose hostility to Israel almost rivaled those of the Arabs. China was an enemy state. India was a very unfriendly state. And though there were strong connections, spiritual and democratic, with the United States of America, there was, as of yet, no great strategic alliance between the United States and the Jewish state. And yet here is this young country, so full of energy, so full of hope, so full of vitality. It influenced the course of the rest of my life. I came from a suburban Jewish home, probably much like so many of yours, with a modicum of Jewish education, a little bit of knowledge of Jewish history. But I was keenly aware growing up, in the aftermath of the Holocaust, of the foundation of Israel, and of the 1967 Six-Day War, I was keenly aware that I was living at a unique moment in Jewish history. That I was living at a time that my grandparents, my great-grandparents, generations of my forebears could scarcely have dreamed about. I was living at a time where there was a sovereign, independent, proud, and vital Jewish state in our historic homeland, the land of Israel. And I thought to myself, this is a wonderful opportunity. This is the opportunity for Jews to take responsibility for themselves as Jews. I'm often asked to define Zionism. Zionism, the definition for me is very, very simple. It's Jews taking responsibility for themselves as Jews. And in Israel, we take responsibility for ourselves. We take responsibility for our light posts, for our sewer systems. We take responsibility for our setbacks. We take responsibility for our successes. We live up to our responsibilities. And Israel, over the course of now nearly 63 years, has accepted responsibility after responsibility. We've taken responsibility from absorbing many times our original number of our Jewish brothers and sisters from around the world, from 70 countries, many of them from very underprivileged and hardship backgrounds. We've taken them in and we absorbed them. Nearly 1 million Jews from the former Soviet Union, hundreds of thousands of Jews from Ethiopia have come and found a home with us in the land of Israel. It has been one responsibility after another, one challenge after another. And today, looking back, Israel still faces amazing challenges. It faces challenges throughout our region, as you know, just put on the news tonight, from an Iran that has sworn to wipe us off the map, from terrorists that point tens of thousands of missiles at our homes, from an attempt in an international arena to delegitimize us in UN forums, but also on American campuses and in the media. All these are challenges that are every bit as great, if not greater, than any that Israel has confronted in the past. And yet we stand up to them. We accept responsibility for them. And over the course of our decades of sovereignty, we have seen how accepting that responsibility has yielded just incalculable dividends. Today, Israel has peace with Jordan. Israel, for now more than 30 years, has peace with Egypt. And you should know tonight that Israel regards its peaceful relationship with Egypt as a national strategic priority. Those former Soviet bloc countries, some of those are our best friends in the world today. And China is a major trading partner of Israel, accounting for 20% of all of our foreign commerce. And India is a great friend. If you come to Washington at Hanukkah time, you can attend the Hanukkah party held for us at the Indian Embassy. Who would have thought of that? Who can imagine that? All of that. That day that I took that first step off the plane into the state of Israel. Israel today is a powerhouse of energy, of high-tech creativity, of learning. We have more Nobel Prizes, more scientific papers, more technological patents, more engineers, more doctors than any other country per capita in the world. And yes, Israel today is the great strategic partner of the United States of America. It is the relationship between Israel and the United States is one of the deepest and most multifaceted relationships that this country, the United States, has had with any other foreign country in its post-World War II period. Again, who could imagine it? With all the challenges, all the threats we face, you got to pinch yourself. You got to pinch yourself and say, I happen to be alive at the most extraordinary and most fortunate time in Jewish history, certainly for the last 2,000 years. By being a part of the birthright experience, understanding that the birthright experience is just the beginning, that your relationship with Israel continues, that you too are part of this extraordinary drama that we call the State of Israel. And through your connection to Israel, you will be able to connect more deeply to your Jewish heritage, your Jewish past, your Jewish faith, and to your Jewish community here in the United States, as well as in Jewish communities throughout the entire world. We, of course, welcome you back at any time, in any capacity. The State of Israel is there for you. It belongs to you. It belongs to all of us. And with that, I wish you Buchim Shuvchen. Come back soon. We wish you a warm welcome back to the State of Israel. And again, congratulations on this extraordinary night of this gathering of the Birthright alumni. And know that you have all the blessings and the greetings of the state, the people, and the Embassy of Israel in Washington. Shalom and Erev Tov from all of us.